to the Prettiest podcast. Today, we will be talking about manifestation.
I love it.
I love manifestation. There's so many different reasons why I do. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But I think we should just start off by talking about like what manifestation is,
Right.
how does it work,
hmm
different things like that.
So when I think about manifestation, I think about willing something to happen. Now, there may be different ways, I
Yeah.
do believe, that you can do that, but it's definitely just having the power within yourself to make it could be a dream,
Mm-hmm.
a goal, but just make something come
To life.
and be reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me, I would say turning an idea or, a dream, a wish, something like that into reality.
Right.
So if I were to say I want to have a new car by 2027, I would work towards that goal. I would write it down. I would say set these goals for what I need to do to get there,
Right.
and that would be a way that I would manifest it.
Right.
That's my perfect. That's manifestation in my perfect world.
Okay.
Writing something down, life
Right.
goals, short-term goals, 5-year goals, and just seeing it happen.
I love that. So I typically have goals that I do at the top of every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge writer, so I definitely write everything down.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that there is power in writing.
Yeah,
I also believe that affirmations are huge.
definitely.
So whether it is also writing affirmations in the journal,
Mm-hmm.
it could even be sticky notes.
Yeah.
With affirmations and with things that you want to will to happen.
Yeah.
So I do think, I know that affirmations are truly powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And just for you all to know and understand, most affirmations are I am, I will,
Mm-hmm.
or they start with I can.
Yeah.
And that's, words are powerful,
Mm-hmm.
And the other half of it really is believing what you write down.
Yeah, I'm believing what you say.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, if we had to come up with like 5 rules for manifestation, right? My first rule would be clear.
Right.
And that be precise in what you want, what it is you're going after, right? So that's one. What do you think?
I think another one would be that you can't put a time limit on it.
That's good.
So you don't say, oh, I'm going to write this down and expect it to happen by next month. No.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that you have to write it down, believe in it, and just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And when it happens, it's amazing because you can look back and see how long it took to happen, but we're not in control of that. So that I do believe in that.
Okay, so being clear.
Being clear and precise.
Yes. Writing it down. And my next rule would be being consistent.
Absolutely.
Consistency is so powerful in so many different ways, not just in manifestation, but in life in general.
I love that.
But I would definitely say being consistent, having whatever it is for your manifestation, whether it's journaling every day about it, whether it's looking at a vision board every day, whatever it is, to keep it constantly at the forefront of your mind.
Right.
And know that that's the goal that you're trying to achieve.
You know what else I think? I think it is very important to be in alignment just all the way around in terms of your goals and making sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing to be able to receive the manifestation when it does happen.
Definitely.
If you're not in alignment, then it kind of throws everything off balance. So I think that's important too.
That reminds me of a quote that I've seen on Pinterest a few times, and that Kirsten, my cousin, actually introduced me to. It said, visualize yourself as the woman you want to be, and then start showing up as her.
Oh, I love that.
So that has just been like at the forefront of my mind, because I'm always like, oh, I want to wake up early, I want to go to the gym, I want to eat breakfast every day, I want to cook at home, I got food at home, So it's like, yeah, okay, you're saying that that's what you want to do, but you're not doing it.
Right.
But it's like once you start doing it, it's like, oh, I really can be this woman, this person that I envision myself being.
Right.
So it's really just powerful to see that.
And you know what? That's so good. I love that. And you just have to really already claim that you even have those things. What is there's another quote that I love that says, God told me I was going to get it, therefore I walk like I already have it.
Yes.
And I
exactly.
know I may have messed that up a little bit.
No, but yeah.
But that's the gist of it.
Yeah, that is the gist
So it's
of
like
it.
we need to walk as though it has already happened. Act like it's already happened. One of my mentors used to say, you know what? May like it.
Exactly.
May like it until it happens. Because if you believe, guess what? It's going to happen.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
That's right. It's going to happen.
Fake it till you make it.
I love that.
So those are our 5 rules, I would say.
And I have one more thing that I think is important.
Okay.
When it comes to like just being in alignment, I also think that there are things that have to, that you have to be mindful of within your own self.
Yeah.
And I think forgiveness is one of them, because I do believe that forgiveness will block your blessings.
Definitely.
And block your manifestation. So it's almost like what I've learned in one of my classes. Okay, go through your forgiveness protocols. Make sure you aren't holding any grudges against anybody.
Exactly.
And one thing, forgiveness does not require reconnection, but you have to forgive for yourself.
Exactly.
So I think that's really important when it comes to manifestation as well.
Yeah, being able to let go.
Yes.
I'm really big on like forgive but don't forget, because
I
always want to remember how it made me feel.
Exactly.
And how to move forward and how to avoid certain situations like that.
Yes.
So that's good.
And that leads me to another quote. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Dr. Maya Angelou.
Yep.
So I just think it's really, really important.
That reminds me of the other one, The True Colors. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, True Colors. I love that.
Yeah. It also brings me to another quote by Dr. Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
People will forget what you said,
Yeah.
and people will forget what you did. But we never forget how someone made you feel. And that is so important.
Exactly.
She really just has great quotes.
Yeah, I love Maya Angelou.
Amazing quotes.
Oh my gosh, I have a little Maya Angelou poem book that Dad got me.
Oh.
And I just love that book.
Yeah. Some great little nuggets. I think another thing that comes to my mind when I am thinking about manifestation are vision boards. I used to do vision boards all the time, and we've taught them at some of the schools, and just trying to teach our young scholars how to dream big, put it on your board, and it can come true. So I think vision boards are good. I don't believe that you have to do a vision board in order to manifest.
Oh, no.
But I just believe that that's another way of being able to manifest.
Definitely.
And learning about manifestation.
And going off of that, I would also say, like, the thoughts that you put in your mind. One of my New Year's resolutions for myself was no negative self-talk.
I love that.
Just because you'll realize, if you are talking negative to yourself, then you're your biggest enemy. Like, your enemy lives between your 2 ears.
That's what I was going to say. You used to say that all the time.
Don't let your biggest enemy exist between your 2 ears.
Yeah, because it can easily be yourself.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So that was one of my New Year's resolutions, was making sure, I kept myself in a positive light, talking to myself like, girl, you got this.
Right.
Girl, get up. Like, this morning I woke up at 8 a.m. and I was actually up, and I was like, yes. I just literally sat up in the bed, and I was like, oh my God, yes. But just celebrating the small wins, the big wins.
That's right.
And just trying to stay mellow all throughout.
Right. I love that too.
Yeah.
Also, I grew up with a mother who always talked about how powerful our subconscious mind is.
Yes.
So much to the point I must have read that book when
Really?
I was like 5. Not really, but
yeah, she gave.
But really, she introduced that to me when I was young. And so when you learn how your subconscious mind works, and how she would always say it does not take jokes. So if I said something by mistake, like if I wasn't even aware that I had said something negative, she would say, take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back. You do not want that out there in the universe.
Exactly.
So you want all positive talk. Your subconscious mind is so powerful, and it's almost like you need to just be great on a great vibration, you know.
Exactly.
Just in terms of being able to receive positive talk.
Exactly.
And you know, I do believe what you put out in the world, it does come back to you.
Definitely.
And sometimes tenfold. So the subconscious is amazing.
It is.
And especially when you understand how that works.
So another way that I look at manifestation is, I know we talked about writing.
Yes.
But in terms of writing something that you see every day, when I was in high school, I would write on my mirror.
Yes.
And I would, like, you know, whatever I was feeling that week, whether it was a Bible verse, whether it was a quote, something for me to look forward to in the morning, something that I understood, something that I could grasp onto to take me throughout, you know, just seeing something consistently. It really just, it all helps in the same way to push you towards the same goal and push you towards who you want to be.
Right. And you know, that makes me think of a blank check that I was given.
Yeah.
And I wrote out that blank check and how much I wanted that to be. It may have been when I first started my business. And guess what? I manifested that.
Exactly.
So that's another thing that you can do. And don't think that any number is too big.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
It's probably too small because you want to think big. Like they say, hey, if your dreams don't scare you, guess what? They're not big enough.
Exactly.
So why not dream big?
Exactly.
And you're gonna say shoot for the stars.
Shoot for the moon. So you'll land on the stars.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that too. Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's so important, and I think this is something to really learn young. Yeah. Because if I knew a lot of what I knew today as far as manifestation, affirmations, vision boards, you know, I just feel like I would probably even be that much more ahead.
Definitely.
You know, but hey, you don't know what you don't know. So, but it is important to teach to our younger generation.
Definitely.
And it really works.
I would say, so let's think of some ways that we have manifested through our life.
Okay. So I just gave one way, and that was financially. Another way, really starting Sid Kimmel for me. You know, I did not know the first thing about business.
Yeah.
You know, a marketing plan, a business plan. What does it take to even be an entrepreneur? I was not taught that. A lot of it, I always say, I learned even by really watching you and Miles.
Yeah.
But that's something really that I've manifested. By the grace of God, I'm 6 years into my business right now. And you know, most small businesses don't even last after 3 or 4.
Exactly.
So just learning to manifest that for me.
Definitely. I love that. I would say for me, you know, as a kid, me and my cousin, we were really into fashion. Our parents put us into the sewing class when we were young. We were like obsessed with fashion. Like, oh my gosh, we want our own fashion company. We want to do this and we want to do that. So me and Kirsten wrote down in our journals that we were going to. I was going to move to New York when I graduated college, and then Kirsten would come after me because at this time she was a year behind me. So what's crazy is we actually ended up graduating college at the same time. We both landed roles in New York, and I was working for a fashion company. So it's like when I wrote that down in my journal at like 6 years old,
That's
6
amazing.
or 7, that I'm 22, living in New York in Manhattan with my cousin, who I talked about this with, you know?
It's like
amazing. Everybody would be like, so what do y'all want to do? It was like a running joke.
Right.
It became a running joke, but then it was our reality. Yeah. And it's just like, wow, like at such a young age, I was able to manifest that, and at even a young age as an adult, I was able to accomplish it. Yeah. So it's like just little nuggets and things like that, you know, that are really powerful.
Yeah, that is so amazing. And then
I'll talk about another time, my freshman year of college when I was at Hampton. I think this was New Year's as well. I was writing down my my life goals. And on that list, I put, Forbes 30 under 30. I wanted to make $10,000 that year. Mind you, I'm like 19.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm like 19. I wanted to make $10,000 that year. And then I put that I was going to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So, 2 of those things on my list have happened. Mm-hmm. 1 we're still working on. We have time.
Oh yeah, you have time.
So, the $10,000, I was actually able to make $10,000 that year because this was actually the year that I started content creation with TikTok.
Okay.
And then the entrepreneur actually just came into fruition in 2024.
And I beg to differ because you were an entrepreneur
yes.
in the basement.
I was.
Making lip gloss in bowls. And I'm like, I know you're not using my good bowl with that lip gloss stuff. So you've been an entrepreneur for longer than you imagine. And then your junior year of high school, I will never forget you asking your dad for, I don't know, a couple $1,000 so that you can go be certified as a lash tech.
Yeah.
So you've been doing lashes since you were about 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So you were an entrepreneur way before you even realized it.
Definitely. But when it came to like being an adult and then going into corporate and being like, yeah, I always said I didn't want to do this and I really don't. So then it's like having, letting go of that, letting go of the consistent income, coming home, getting a job as a server, going to school for 6 months, 8 to 5 every day, working 4 to 2 a.m. It's just crazy to do all that and then be able to get my esthetician license and, really go full-fledged for it. So it's just like, write it down, talk about it, put it in front of your face, and go after it.
And I honestly believe that you manifested the esthetician school as well. Mm-hmm. It's just that I believe part of our deal with you is, you know what, you're almost done at A&T. Go on and get that degree. Yeah. So that when you do become an entrepreneur and have your own esthetician shop, you'll know how to manage it and how to run it because you majored in business entrepreneurship. Yeah. So I do think that went hand in hand and you manifested that because you always wanted to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I don't know if you wrote it down, but definitely. And that's another thing, speaking it.
Exactly.
We didn't even talk about speaking it. Like if you say it, put it out there in the universe, that's another form of manifestation. I just do believe definitely in writing down because you can refer back to that journal and see, what did I say?
Exactly.
How long did this take for this to truly happen? Yeah. And it's just, it's amazing.
Pass it forward.
Right, exactly.
When people ask you, I'm like, oh, I did it, you can't do it.
No,
share it with the world.
Honestly. I love it. Yeah. I love manifestation. So, yeah. This has been good.
It has been good.
So hopefully you all have learned a little more about how to manifest your dreams or your goals. This has been great.
This has been fantastic.
Yes, thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. Thank y'all for listening.
And we will see you on the next episode. And always remember, pretty is as pretty does.
Bye.